Abdul Carter, unfortunate mishap has come out that he has a stress fracture. And what kills me every year when this comes out is I'm always curious why it comes out on Combine Day. Like, this didn't happen yesterday.
Right.
So somebody either hit it, somebody knew about it and hit it. Another Penn State hidden fucking story. It's crazy. We've seen some great pass rushers, great DNs, great linebackers come out of Penn State and be absolute bust. One comes to mind, Serena Williams in there. But anyway, where are you at with this kid and what's going on with him? Hopefully the kid's healthy. I'd hate to see a waste of talent that never ended up getting to play. Do you think he's still the number one overall pick in come April, which is just a short 8 weeks away? Apparently that he needs 8 weeks to heal.
Right.
Where are you at with this news as Combine begins today?
Nah, I don't think he's number one overall pick.
Really?
Now. Yeah, because of this. Because teams are going to be hesitant as to how healthy he is. If he doesn't get surgery, it's like, all right, well, is it going to be is it going to linger? How much is it going to slow you down? Is it like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they don't want to get somebody who's likely to get re-injured or make it worse. We'll say off the bat. Number one, number two. Yeah, you're saying 8 weeks he'll be back. Sure, sounds good, but then we got to see how you are when you get back and getting back in shape and he's learning to play. It's just a lot there. So I just think for these teams at the top that has a ton of pressure to get better right now and figure things out right now, they're not trying to take a risk in terms of taking someone who's potentially hurt. So I still think he'll be like a early pick for sure. Let me be clear on that. It's not like he's about to go down the second, third round because of this. I'm just saying I don't think he's going to be the number one overall pick. I've been seeing that on a lot of people's lists. Kind of like their mock drafts or whatever. But I didn't really think he was going to be number one pick anyway. If I'm being honest. Let alone.
And here's the thing. Here's the issue that I have. I don't actually agree with Josh because, Josh, these hairline fractures, what they do every time you put pressure on them. I've had two of them. The hairline keeps widening and widening and widening. And then it's almost something you can't really find until you get older. And then you see it widen and widen and widen. And then it causes things 10, 12 years down the line. You could maybe get away with it for a few years. But hairline fractures are no joke. They're weight load bearing. They're very, very interesting. I don't know how serious it is, but if they caught it early, they can repair it to almost brand new. So I'm not worried about it. I do agree with Josh on that one. But when you're investing a bunch of money in the first round, first pick overall,
right?
I don't know if you can really risk taking that burden on. And to Smitty's point, I don't know if something's going to happen. I have heard things, though, this morning already from the Combine that their camp is saying it's not serious at all. We'll be fine. We'll be back in 6-7 weeks, blah, blah, blah. So who knows? That's already been reported that his camp, but what is his camp supposed to say? We're fucked. We're done.
Right.
Don't draft us. Don't draft us. We're fucked.
Right.
Well, Coach, actually some news that just came out this very second from Adam Schefter. Doctors told Penn State, DN obviously projected number one pick Abdul Carter that after further scans on his right foot, surgery is not advisable. Carter will work out at his March 28th pro day at Penn State. Quote, I couldn't be more confident that this will be a non-factor where he's drafted. Carter's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, said today he will put on a show at his pro day. So there you have it.
Well, there it is. So for everything
good news from Bailey right there.
Yeah.
Informative information from a real show right there. Great job. Go ahead, Smitty. Sorry.
I still, even with that being said, personally, I didn't have him going number one. Anyway, I think Tennessee needs a quarterback. I think they need a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I think they're going to go to their biggest need and get a quarterback. So whether that's Cam, whether that's Shador, whether they take a chance with Dart, which I don't see. I'm just saying, I think they're going to go the route of a quarterback, not a defensive end. But I think he'll be a top 10 pick. But that's where I'm at. But this is good news, though. I'm glad that it's not that serious. I'm glad that he'll still be performing on his pro day because he is a freak talent. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they're comparing him to Michael Parsons. Of course, that's the easy comparison right there. But he is similar though in terms of athleticism, getting to the quarterback, being able to move him around, linebacker, DN, kind of that hybrid guy. So I'm glad to hear that it wasn't that serious as to what they're saying. So
yeah, I agree. Hopefully, I never want to see that done before it even happens, man. That's just a shitty deal. That happens. And then today, Smitty, even furthermore, this is the day of the combine. Shit.
Bless you.
Damn.
You've been doing that a lot lately, homie. I'm glad I'm not with you.
Bad cat.
Nah,
so
on that yacht every day.
Bad cat. So
I'm washing your hands.
And not the kitty cat, pure mew mew. Not the
White people season their hands. Black people we season our horn.
No, black people don't even do not. Like motherfucker, you don't even do nothing. I had to cuss a motherfucker out. I had to cuss this badass motherfucker out, homie, real shit. Ask Ruben. I had to cuss this bitch out yesterday, homie. This bitch had a mask on. A woke, liberal, left, weird fucking broad. And I'm just telling you the truth. That's what it was. And this fucking fat little baby is sitting there, homie, sitting there in the fucking walkway at a restaurant, homie. I said, can you put a mask on this motherfucker? You got one on, you fucking Karen, and this fucking kid, your fat little wobble body fucking little gay boy don't have one on? I said, are you fucking kidding me? And this fat fucking kid's got snot coming out his fucking fat nose. He's got fucking faces red as a fucking beet. And I'm sitting there like, this fat bitch is sitting there, Smitty. I swear to God, you'd be pissed off on me. This bitch is sitting there like this with a mask on while her fat kid is just sneezing on everybody's fucking fried rice. And I'm sitting there like, what in the fuck, homie? What kind of fucking parent are you to let this fat kid eat all everybody's shit? Just fuck. Homie, I had to cuss this motherfucker out, and I knew right away what she was. I'm appalled. Ask Ruben, homie. You laugh like a motherfucker. I'm telling you, homie. I said, bitch, you should be appalled for putting that motherfucker in this world. You fat fuck. But anyway, sorry about that. It wasn't part of the rant or anything. This is
it's crazy, man.
Combine today. This is the combine. And you know what happens, Smitty? What happens, Smitty? We dig shit up.
We do.
We're going to dig shit up. We're going to find something. We're going to find shit on you. We're going to find a bunch of shit. And the next best pass rusher, in my opinion, is the Mike Green kid out of Marshall. And already, he's got off the field allegations. He's got off the field fucking issues. And now he's sitting there addressing off the field issues to the media. Do you find it ironic that we don't talk about a lot of this before the combine, but then on the combine day, all this shit shows up, and now he's having to address his off the field issues as he might be the best pass rusher right now today with the news to Abdul Carter. Do you find that ironic?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do. I mean, I think some of this stuff, they're probably just saving it for combine day, number one, because
that's crazy.
Yeah,
put a name on it, like you say, right? You say put a name on it. Where's the name from the GMs or whoever? Where's the allegation? Who's saying it?
Who's putting it out there? I mean, you know as well as I do that these coaches and they send people out to go ask. They'll talk to your high school fucking coach. They'll talk to your middle school. They do a super deep dive into all things you before they decide what they're going to do for drafting you. So, I mean, is it possible that they didn't find out certain things until last minute and now they're just not asking? I guess. But in reality, I think they're just waiting for the combine day when you're going to be right there in front of them to be able to ask whatever questions that they want to. And then that's when the storylines typically come out. Or maybe it was a smaller storyline at their university and their college coach kind of kept it on the hush-hush. But then once now it's combine time, now they're making it bigger news. There's so many different situations of how news can come out. But yeah, like you said, it's combine. These guys are literally these teams are making actual business investments in you. The dollar amount that they're paying is like making a literal business investment. So they're going to make sure that they're getting their ROI on whoever they decide to pick up in this draft. So
this is what happens, and I know for a fact that I get these calls every year. Not this year. First year I haven't had one in a long time. I even got one last year, and I hadn't coached in 4 years because I still had players going to get the draft process. Now it's over. My cycle's done as far as my players go. Here's the thing. Every team used to call me for Jermaine Johnson, Calvin Jackson, Raheem Boyd. Fucking everybody would call me in these teams and ask me about anything I knew from elementary school days. I know for a fact, because people don't understand, NFL security, each team has their own security, and then the NFL has security over all the teams. And one of my good friends is the head of NFL security now, and to this day, they will do a deep dive into you on Combine Day. I'm just telling you right now, like they'll look into your elementary school days, your mother, your father, your fucking backstory on how you were with teachers, everything, homie. It's unbelievable. DUIs, DMV records, credit card debt is a real one. Real shit. Credit card debt is, they'll look into that shit like, oh, you have debt, you don't pay it off, you're lazy, blah, blah, blah. All these things, homie. Like there's and it's wild that they look into it, but it is what it is, man. That's just real shit. They're going to look into it. Like you said, ROI on this thing is not to be taken lightly. So I'm just letting you know, they are going to do a deep dive. And apparently the Mike Green kid has some issues from high school. Some SAs apparently is what accusations are. Those are always serious. As Justin Tucker will tell you, shout out to Justin Tucker and his wife standing by him right now. He's dealing with all that drama, but it's interesting. It's going to be interesting.